What's up, everyone? This is your host, Ghost, coming to you with another terrible video. um, we'll just get right into it. What we're going to talk about today is Fresh and Fit calling out ABBA from ABBA and Preach. Yeah, for those who don't know, Fresh and Fit are fairly big YouTubers, and they're red pillars. And they talk about basically, one of the things that they're generally known for the most part, is they have this show After Hours, where they bring on women from various walks of life, and talk to them about relationship dynamics. That's probably what they're the biggest thing they are known for. Um, and But yeah, that's what they're mostly known for. What a lot of people don't know is they have various other shows on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They generally talk about like how to make money, talk about women that are fairly crappy. Like I think Tiger Woods' girlfriend getting kicked out of their place together, and then she's suing him for 30 million or something like that. But they have various topics that they talk about. It's not just bringing on a bunch of women on and making them look stupid on the internet, which is actually the women's fault. They make themselves look stupid because it's really funny to watch. But yeah, that's what they're generally known for, is the After Hours show. What they're also known for is about almost 2 years now, August 23rd, 2021. They had some various beefs and whatnot happening. One of them was ABBA and Preach. It's another, I guess, reaction show, I guess, is the most accurate description I can give. And that was one of them. But I guess we'll get a little more of the history. About a year, well, almost 2 years. Like I said, August 23rd, 2021. I'll just show you the screen. So Fresh and Fit made a video, and this video was called Fresh and Fit Exposed, Debunking All False Rumors with the Truth, recorded phones, calls, text, and video. So around this time they had a bunch of like various rumors going on and all of that. This came out when one of this video showed up right after a show where one of their former employees broke in and started talking shit. His name was like Allende. I think that's how you pronounce it. So afterwards, they decided to go on and expose everything. So some of the things that they exposed were Myron's previous job. He used to work in Homeland Security. He was a federal agent. And then the Allende situation, where I guess there were questions whether the doors were locked or not. So we are talking about that. And then the like apparent beef between Kevin Samuels, who was another red pillar, who died not too long before this happened, or he died after they made this video. I can't remember. And then another kind of red pilling, former red pill, I guess maybe is more accurate description, was the podcast Roommates. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. And then so this part right here is talking about the beef between ABBA and Preach a little bit. I guess Fresh shortly while this beef began, Fresh was buying a gun, and people were making it seem like, oh, he was buying a gun to because of ABBA or Preach. They were on Timcast that they talked about it, and then so they talked about Allende, and then Fresh and Fit and did that A and P is ABBA and Preach disavow Allende. I guess I guess when Allende was broke down there or kicked in the door, he was talking about Opera and Pre, like he was doing a video, he was recording a video, and then he was what's the word I'm looking for? He kept like looking back at the camera and was like talking to Abba and Preach through the video. Let's see, and then another rumor. So yeah, and so they talked about that and everything like that. And then another rumor was they were talking about I guess this chick named Miss Cheeks. I don't remember her first name, but they called her Miss Cheeks. They talked about Myron because she was accusing him of getting her pregnant. I've yet to see. I don't remember seeing anything during that. It hasn't been addressed since. So I am assuming that the rumors were false. Either she wasn't pregnant or it wasn't Myron's kid. And then they talked about Anna Quinn Fitness, that controversy. Again, that since this video, I haven't seen anything about her. Not saying, so I guess, she was pregnant at the time and she was getting a lot of hate, as, everyone knows, and the internet happens. And just prior to them posting this video, because they made an announcement they were going to talk about the false rumors and everything. So just before they did did this video, the one that we're talking about currently right here, she posted a video talking about having problems and her pregnancy wasn't going so well, and she was basically trying to put the onus on Myron when could have just turned off social media and not looked at it, or not even turn off social media, or shut down the notifications and then do her videos, not look at the comments or anything. That could have been a possible solution. And then they discussed Nina Unrated. And the controversy between there. She's like, I think she's a former porn star or a former, sex worker or something like that. And they were going to have her on their Patreon where they do a one-on-one interview. And I guess there was some beef there because like they asked because she either OnlyFans or does porn or something like that. So they were doing like this new thing with porn stars, like a topless trivia thing, and they were just seeing if she was interested in that. She kind of took it the wrong way. From if you watch this video, they bring up all the receipts, so that's why I'm kind of on their side on this, is because they brought up literally all the receipts, like not like cut out conversations or anything, like the full conversations of everything. So that's why I'm more on their side. And anyways, so that's what it was, and she took it. I think she kind of took it the wrong way, and it was just generally a question. But then they told her they were still going to plan on doing the interview, and told her to confirm with her before she booked anything. And then she booked anything, didn't confirm with them, and then they realized they had a different guest, and then she got kind of pissed off about it. Let's see. So anyways, I guess the general broad, because we'll talk about the Alba and Preach beef a little bit. Let's see. So Allende and Large J, those were the guys that kicked the door in and talking shit basically. Anyways, sorry about that. Let's see. What was I? Yeah. So they had like a celebration. I think it was like a 500K celebration or whatever. And these guys were in charge of bringing the girls, and they failed and didn't make it a good experience. So to make up for that, they had the VIPs come and hang out at Myron's studio, or the Fresh and Fit studio, which is actually Myron's apartment as well. They chilled there and all that to make it up for him. And I guess someone recorded it and whatever. Anyways, that's the beef there. And again, they continued providing receipts and info on a situation between the baby mama, quote unquote, and Myron. Let's see. So that's more about that. And then receipts and then there's more receipts on Kevin Samuels and receipts on They spelled it recipes. That's hilarious. Reaching out to Kevin Samuels. I guess Kevin Samuels, if you want to know more about the Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit beef, if you go and look on Donovan Sharp's channel, he talks about that. He's a little more knowable than I do. That was basically it. I mean, here's some more receipts on the Anna Quinn and her baby daddy. Some more receipts on that. Anyways. Oh, okay. So they made this, I guess, right after the show of with the after hours where they kicked in and everything. Anyways, so that's what the general. So that's what happened a year ago, and that's when they originally addressed the Up and Preach beef, and so since then they didn't really talk. Like they'll make like passing comments here and there about Up and Preach, calling them like I don't know, just like not like what's the word I'm for? They kind of they made just like various like adaptations of their names, like liar and leech and shit like that. It was just more like jokes on their behalf, but they didn't really like talk about it. And then when was this? Yesterday? No, not yesterday. May 24th. So what was that, last Friday? I believe that was last Friday. Let's just double shoot. Oh no, that was Wednesday. So on Wednesday, they had another person on, John Zerka, who when I watched the episode, that guy was hilarious. I think a lot of what he was doing was like more of a character than what his actual things. But I could be wrong. But I thought that episode was hilarious. That dude was funny as hell. But anyways, so they did an episode with them, and the subject of Abba and Preach came out. Was it really 24th? I thought it was the 25th. Huh. Could have sworn that was the 25th. Or maybe, I think this might be a different video than what I'm actually looking for. Hold on. This might be a different video. Because I think they did, I don't think they went quite into the Abba and Preach. I think they talked more about it in this video. Hold on, you're probably getting some of that. That's just an ad for Brandon Carter. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, here we go. So my bad. So never mind. On last Friday, they did a video on Abba and Preach, and they went into it more. I think they talked a little bit about it on Wednesday, but they went into like some real detail on Friday. That's why I was getting confused. See, I wasn't entirely insane, but anyways, so that's it. But I guess so. Little backstory on this beef. They had invited Abba, and I think they invited Preach, but he didn't come, and he like kind of video called in and did some of it, if I remember correct. But they invited Abba to come over and do a collab, and they kind of squashed like a previous beef I think they had together. And so they had a great show. And then Abba stayed on for after hours, and they did that show and everything. And then a little while later, they made another. Abba and Preach made a hit piece on Fresh and Fit, and kind of called him a grapist. YouTube friendly word there. Just stick the G away if you're unsure what that means. And anyways, they kind of like made a hit piece about Fresh and Fit, and Myron kind of took that personal. As you'll see in the video, Myron takes loyalty very, very seriously, to a fault, some would say. So he takes loyalty very seriously, and if you come into his home and then afterwards insult him and everything like that, he kind of takes it personally. Call it a fault, call it whatever you want. But anyways, that's what basically it. So they responded, and they said some stuff that they regretted. I don't think they regret it anymore, but they regretted it at the time. Again, this was about 2 years ago. So they regretted, maybe even 3. Sorry. So they said some things that they regretted, and they called Preach's wife a whale. Because, I mean, to be fair, she is a whale because she is pretty fucking fat. Not a big deal or anything, but I mean the facts are facts. But anyway, so they did this another video right here, which is the video itself was shameless ex-girlfriend tries to take millions, what you must know, featuring John Zerka again. So this video was it was like on two athletes, Tiger Woods and some other guy. I don't even remember his fucking name. Anyways, his name's too complicated for me to pronounce. But anyway, so they're doing this video, and then Zerka someone brought up the beef again, and that's one where we're gonna start with the video. Is what we're gonna talk about today.
Here's the thing, bro. I have a problem with fucking you. Don't pawn it off to fucking Preach like you've been doing. You're a fucking bitch. I have an issue with you. I'd love to talk to you, and hey, if it comes fisticuffs, that's fine. But you need to be held accountable for all the shit.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, is when they made this beef, I think Myron or Fresh actually. This here's Myron. For you who don't know, he's fit on the channel because he is fit. But anyways, Fresh is the other host that you'll see. Pretty sure I'll point him out. But Fresh was, I guess, challenged Abba to a boxing match or something, and then Preach jumped in and said no, he'd box him instead. I think that's the rumor. I think that's what was the start of it. I could be absolutely wrong. I honestly don't remember.
Shit, you've been talking, bro. You've been hiding behind a fucking camera, talking shit, being a fucking snake for years. I'm calling your dumb ass out. Don't pawn it off on fucking Preach. You're a fucking bitch and you know it. You would never say the shit that you've been saying in my fucking face. You would not.
Abba, come bitch. Here. We'll have security. Come sit.
Go make a fucking piece on that. Clip this too. Woo,
Abba, come sit here and have a conversation live with him and try and hold contact, bitch.
I promise I won't hit you. I promise I won't.
So Myron's basically asking for a conversation. He's pretty. He's still obviously upset about it. But to be fair, they Abba and Preach, I guess, they say later on but they made like 20 plus videos on Fresh and Fit, and I think the last time they actually made a video and talked about Abba and Preach was that August 23rd, 2001 we were just talking about, that video right there. So man, since then there's, I guess, 20 plus videos on Fresh and Fit. Okay. So.
I don't promise shit. I'm not with Fresh Fit. I don't promise shit. I got my own brand.
I just want to know why you would have a great conversation. It's all great. And then you decide, let me go ahead and talk shit about this guy that opened his home to me. The reason why I flipped out the way that I did is because I take loyalty extremely seriously.
See, that's what I mean. Myron takes loyalty extremely seriously, and so that's why he reacted the way he is. I don't really remember the video. I don't think I even watched the response video because they have like 1,000 of these videos at this point. But that's Myron's explanation of why he flipped out and reacted the way he did, which I can get. Like I said, this studio here. It's Myron's home. And so, although it is his workspace, it's also his home. So that's so you invited someone into your home, and then later on they're talking shit and in your opinion lying about you. Although I think it is pretty much of a lie, because I think Abba Abba and Preach called him like rapist or some shit like that, and that's bullshit. Especially nowadays, you call anyone a rapist, you're trying to basically defame them at this point. In my opinion, that's my opinion. Everyone probably disagrees with me. Sorry, I don't know why I have this cough, but anyways, that's my opinion. But also, let's keep watching.
You guys have known me now for well over 2 years. The reason why I flipped out is because I hate snakes. I fucking hate them, and there's nothing you can say or do that will justify why the fuck you behaved the way that you did. So I'm calling you out. Don't pawn this off on your fucking retard partner or anybody else.
He's talking about Preach there. If You weren't sure.
I have an issue with Abba fucking Atlas, whatever the fuck your last name is. You are a snake, and you fucking know it.
And don't expect him to understand loyalty. This man has got a fucking long-term partner, wife, whatever the fuck, and he's grabbing Destiny's wife, and she's like, "Let go of me," and he's like, "Nah, I'm blue pill. I get the grab."
This is John Zerka. This guy's funny. Anyway, what he's talking about is there's like a video like, a week or so back or whatever. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But I guess Abba and Destiny's wife like did like the salsa or some shit together. It's kind of weird to me. I wouldn't dance with another guy's wife. Well, that's just me. Anyways, that's what Zerka's talking about there.
Fucking creepiest clip I've ever seen in my life.
I'm tired of this.
Where the fuck were the SJWs for that clip? Right? Where's that? Where?
I'm gonna probably ramp this up to like 1.5 speed so we can get through this.
There's my hub guy. Bro, if a red pill dude did that fucking salsa dance shit, we'd be canceled for R.
I'm gonna say one thing.
This is fucking. You can say that word here.
Nah, let's try to avoid it.
You're a creep.
Okay, so this is Walter. This is Fresh. I think his name's Walter. He's been referred to Walter a bunch, so I'm assuming his name's Walter. Or his stage name's Walter. I don't know. But this is Fresh. So whenever you hear Fresh and Fit, this is Fresh and Myron's Fit.
You're a fucking creep, Abba.
Snake dancing with your wife, with your buddy's wife on stream, talking shit, calling me a rapist without any real evidence.
Yeah, so that's the original base right there. Was calling like Abba and Preach calling Myron a rapist with no evidence, which is really shitty to do, especially nowadays. Like this the whole Me Too movement and believe all women and all that crap. Kind of really made all that shit pretty. I mean, like when you do that, it's kind of. You're trying to plan something there. I hope you like that. That was great, huh? But yeah, it's kind of evil to accuse someone without any evidence. And to my knowledge, and I don't watch Abba and Preach, so I could be completely wrong. I don't think they brought any real evidence. They might have just talked about it. I did briefly watch one of their clips responding to that, and they seemed to like just take bits of conversations and put them on. So that's just that's what I saw. I looked at all the stuff they showed, and it was not on this situation, but just the response back to this video is what I mean.
Talking all the shit that you've been talking, taking conversations out of fucking text.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they take it out in context, context is very, very important. For example, the Steven Crowder, his divorce and everything. You get that one video, and everyone's calling him a horrible bad guy, but it's like, I mean, there was no context in the video at all. It was just a segment and a clear fight. And look, we all do things and say anything when we're fighting with our significant other. It's pretty anyone who says that they haven't said something they regret during a fight with a significant liar is lying or doesn't have a relationship or that has never had a relationship or just no, they're just lying. Like that's the only reason, or they don't really like know their partner that well. Like it's one of those. But honestly, it's they're lying. If they say they never said anything that they don't regret later on, they're lying.
Not addressing when you were fucking wrong, when you were saying all these allegations about me. I have a problem with you. Don't pawn this off on nobody else. With fucking you.
All you do is gay narrative switching. I asked a simple question. I didn't even know them back then.
Oh yeah, so I guess Zerka, like he popped into like a Discord or a stream or something and talked to Abba, and he asked a very important question.
No one I said,
I asked a simple question when I didn't even know these two. I said, "Yo, Abba, on a call on Destiny shit, who started it?" And he went radio silent. He was debating the whole thing, and then he wouldn't answer. And he's like, "Why don't you go find out? Why don't you go just Google it? Google it."
It's a really poor tactic. Google it. I hate that tactic. I mean, come on. He knows who started it. And even if like you felt like even see, this is what I think is why I'm more on Fresh and Fit side. Not just because I'm a big fan of them, but it's also like if something happened where you did something, snaked a guy or whatever, and someone asks, well, who started it, and it's clearly you, and you don't admit that, I mean, it's kind of sus to me. But I mean, I could be different. I could be just a different type of guy, or maybe I'm just biased. That might be it.
And the whole chat got off. And nobody wanted to answer it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker starts it, snakes people, and then convinces people the rich pill guys are just raging. They didn't get pussy, they're raging. We get pussy. You fuck ugly bitches.
And they try to run it off on Preach. Like, bro, I don't even fucking know that man. I don't give a shit about him.
Who the fuck is Preach?
I met your dumb ass a person. I shake your hand when I met you. I let you into my fucking house. You did that dumb shit. That's my fucking problem. I don't like you.
Once a
I
snake,
issue with
Wait,
you.
he's pushing Preach into it, and
no,
you've never.
yeah. But to me, it's like, for example, once a snake, always a snake. And listen, we didn't know it first, but now we know.
And here's the thing: they made 20 fucking plus videos talking shit about us. They talk shit about our
Wait,
friends.
both of them
They
talk
talk
shit?
shit about Andrew. They talk shit about John. They talk shit about Donovan. Talk shit about Rolo. Talk shit about fucking everybody. Dude, you guys have been talking shit for far too fucking long. I have a problem with Abba. I'd love to have a conversation with you in person. Fine. I'd be great. It'd be great. I just want to ask you, why the fuck are you a snake? And why has nobody called you out for all these fucking years? You have zero integrity. For a guy that says, oh, we're stand on integrity and principle. You have no fucking integrity. You're a snake and you will do and say anything for AdSense revenue. Go ahead and clip this up, put it on your dumbass channel so more people can find out who the fuck Fresh Fit is. Come over to us and actually get value.
Yeah, clips are really great for getting your getting yourself more exposed. Like a lot of people will copy strike clips channels. And Abbott and Preach claims that Fresh and Fit have done it to them. But anyways, just back to it. But back to what I was saying. That's what they're Abbott and Preach are accusing. Have accused Fresh and Fit of is copyright striking them. I haven't seen any evidence of it, but again, I don't watch his videos, so they may very well have put up a copyright or put up some receipts. This might, I just started, so I don't really know how copyrights really work. So, I mean, they may tell you who did it. I have no idea. I don't know. But anyways, back to my original point, which is like, yeah, if people clip out your videos and put them and share them and all that stuff, that kind of really helps bring people towards you. Because a clip, like I watch a lot of clips, and they always, like, for the most part, really good ones will, like, not the clips, but the what they're talking about in general really makes you want to go out and actually watch the full video. So clips are good.
Thank you. We lost 50K, and then we went ahead. Now we're 1.4.
And it's funny, a lot of
Hey, what are you doing? Hey.
Oh my god, stupid freaking ad.
More 9. Listen to this.
Guy is proud. He said this in front of me. It's not gay to have my girlfriend lick my asshole. He's defending this shit. He gets his fucking salad toss, bro. And he's defending. He's like, yo, I like it. Actually, it makes her submissive. She's eating me out. What the fuck?
Okay, well,
And he's getting on all fours, getting fucking milk. Like, what's going on here, bro?
I will say this,
What's
though.
going on?
Their fans and supporters, when they come over here to like hate, they like content and then they stay. So thank you, bro.
Yeah,
so much.
it's fine, bro.
Thank you.
See, there's my point right there. I kind of forgot that they talked about this. Like I said, I watched this video, so I kind of forgot he said that. But yeah, clips are good. It's always good.
We will go ahead and actually give them the value, help them lose the weight, not have their fucking titties hanging out like with their stupid ass shirts like y'all fucking bum. We'll have them become better men, get what they want out of life, because we keep it real over here. We don't just give ass dumbass reactions and not actually give some value, teach guys how to make money. Y'all teach people how to get their credit.
I'm offended by that. Dumb reactions? How dare you? I am a dumb reactor. It's okay.
You guys teach people how to make money. You guys teach guys how to be more attractive and actually get women to admire, and love, and respect them. No, you guys fucking don't. You don't add any value. And I'm calling y'all fucking out. Namely, Abba. I have a problem with fucking Abba. He's a snake. Tired of this shit. So talk shit about me, all my friends, 20 plus videos on us. Fuck this shit, man. At this point, your dumbass needs to be held accountable. Say what you like to fucking say on all your videos to my fucking face, bro.
He won't do it.
But you will not. You will not. And don't pawn this off on Preach's bitch ass either. I'm talking to you.
So as you can see, Myron's really passionate about this. He's really pissed off. You can look at him. He's got a freaking he's got his vein popping out. So much pissed off. So let's jump a little bit. It's kind of redundant.
Gross lack of loyalty and
Respect,
integrity,
yeah.
and their lack of respect. I would never collab with someone, be invited to their home, go back to my home country, state, whatever it may be, make a video, call the man a fucking liar after the fact, especially on things that they've already addressed. Y'all have sugar babies. Y'all on the sugar site. Nigga, we talked about this.
That was a big thing, is the sugar baby sugar site. There's this site that Fresh and Fit are on or have been on or whatever, where it's called Seeking Arrangements. He's been called out on it a couple times, but they admit it, and they say that, well, what they do is they use it basically like Tinder, because the reason they use it is because it kind of, because they're on relationships, they say, money's always a factor. How much you make, your title, all that stuff, all that's a factor when it comes to whether a girl's going to be interested in you or not. So they go on Seeking Arrangements, and that's a site known for having basically rich guys get with girls and make them sugar babies and shit. So they use that perceived status of being already making a decent amount to kind of cut through some of the the bullshit, not bullshit, but the idea of what's the word I'm looking for? They use it as a way to like bypass that. Okay, does he make enough thinking in a girl's head? Is why they use seeking arrangements. At least that's what they said.
In 2020 saying that you should use it to get girls as a dating app.
If anything, their video was false because it was a bunch of lies.
And then you're gonna
And hold on, it was good advice. I gave that advice. That's good advice.
and here's the other thing, like you're gonna take that conversation right with that stupid fitness chick.
Yeah.
When I expose that entire conversation, then what happened?
That was Anna Quinn.
No apology, no nothing.
He was wrong.
Yeah, if you keep pushing preach because you're like, what do you? I don't know. You can't have a fucking conversation. I'll KO you and preach at the same fucking time when I see you. This is comedy for FC's watching. You're doing some liberal journalism there.
Susan isn't watching. I think she retired actually, so Susan's definitely not watching.
Bro, Abba, you've been snaking so many people, and they're just
No
being
one's
nice.
calling
To you. No one's calling you out. Every YouTuber says you're a
They're
snake.
scared.
It's a fucking sake because you know why?
They're scared.
This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna clip this shit, put out context, make it black and white, do cutscenes of them laughing in the back. Oh yeah.
It's pretty accurate of their at least their one video.
And then that's what they're gonna do. They spin narrative.
You guys are ugly, bro.
That's what
You
it
guys
is.
are ugly. Both of you are ugly. What the fuck you laughing at?
That's what they do, bro. That's what reaction.
I'm telling you, Circa's hilarious. You need to watch the 2 episodes he was on. The Wednesday one, that was pretty funny. He was just gaslighting all the chicks. It was a funny video. He made me die. I was dying laughing.
Cut shit out of context, clip it up, laugh, add some edits. Which, you know,
Abba,
that's
preach.
funny.
Your
That's
fucking content is
Funny.
two black dudes sitting at a bus stop looking at some fucking a react. It's so fucking boring, bro. You do a react. Your punchline sucks.
Again, I take offense. A react. How dare you? React's an important job. Circuit's just really funny. He just made me laugh so much when I was watching him.
Everything sucks. People watch it. Your audience watches it because they're depressed. They're not laughing. They're smiling. They're smiling at your dog shit. You guys don't have any comedy, okay? You don't have any.
They're dumb comedians if we're gonna keep it 1,000.
Absolutely. He told me he went to comedy and then he had to go right back to YouTube in his DSLR room, right? Expand
Yeah.
operation, dude. The fuck? You're in that room for years. I thought you made it taller.
They tried to podcast. They tried comedy. It was whack.
Yeah, she was black.
So
And Abba can't even go live. He's terrified to go live
doesn't go
because he can't be entertaining live. He needs to edit his shit to be whatever the fuck that shit is.
boring.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
and again, like I said before, we can have a conversation live where you can't do jump cuts and all this other fuck shit to edit it to make yourself funny. Because the reality is you're not funny live, bro. I've heard you speak. You're not as smart as you try to be. You're a fucking snake. I see what you be doing. It's fine. It's cool. But again, I want to know why.
That's
Hold on, one thing, John.
My problem with Circa though, when I was watching it, is he kind of would like jump in and like cut people off and stuff, and that was kind of annoying to listen to. I mean, the dude's funny, but like he kind of needs to learn more about like podcasting and not just interjecting randomly. Like, it's not like he doesn't bring any like actual like value when he does the interjections. He's not just talking to talk. I mean, he either makes a joke or does something funny or puts a point on. So I mean, there's it's not a useless interjection, but it was really annoying to watch when I was watching. That's my opinion, anyways.
Because here's my question, right?
And I'm sticking to it.
When I've had disagreements with people that I've collabed with, whatever, I don't make a video talking shit about them. I call them up and I say, "Yo, why'd you do that? I disagree with that. Blah blah blah." Me and John actually had a disagreement before this. You know what I did? I didn't go on the internet talk shit about him. I called him.
That's actually really true. I've watched a lot of their videos, and minus the Oven Preach one that I didn't watch. I mean, I didn't watch their response. But they admit that it was a bad thing to do. Well, not a bad thing, but it was the wrong approach. So I watched it and everything, and but I watched a lot of their videos, and I haven't seen them doing any hit pieces on anyone. I really don't like, even Ben Shapiro reacted to one of their videos, and it wasn't a hit piece, but it was a reaction that he did, and he was disagreeing with some of their points, and they just rebutted the point. They didn't like make a hit piece and try to talk shit and stuff. They I think Myron actually said like he agrees with Ben Shapiro a lot. That's what the main thing is. Myron, he agrees with the whole TradCon, traditional conservative ideals. He just doesn't think they work in 2023. That's his biggest point on it. But he actually agrees with them, which I think people don't really understand. He just doesn't think they work nowadays. But he just he disagreed with Ben's points, and I don't think they're really. I don't remember them taking any shots at him. They said, hey, you got married in different circumstances than a lot of people do, because both he and his wife are are religious, and I think the only one he ever really talks shit about is maybe Ethan Klein, and it's not really that much. But anyways,
we had a conversation like fucking men, and he's here now, and y'all are getting this great content because I understand.
it really was great to contact. It was so funny to watch. Oh, I highly recommend everyone watch the Friday show, and then the Wednesday one with Zerka. It was hilarious. I would enjoy seeing him again on the show. I mean,
They're going to the internet about something. It's pussy shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to the man first. We had a great conversation, ironed out some stuff that we had disagreements on. Now y'all are enjoying the content. That's how men move. When you do stupid shit like that, especially after they brought you to their fucking home and you do that shit, that tells me that you don't have a fucking spine. And I'm not surprised because you got bitch tits. So it is what it is.
The only thing smart about Abba, you are so good at manipulating the narrative to be a victim, you little bitch. That's the only intelligence in your fucking brain. He's so good at painting. I mean, it took me a while to like get caught up with the lore. It's like a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
He's really good at DMing other blue pill YouTube channels to get on board with narratives that they don't even agree with, but they think it's the truth. Because why would Abba lie? He's a cuck. Cucks don't lie. Yes, they do. No, he's so good at these two were fucking innocent. That guy fucking Muhammad Atta, he just fucking ran the plane.
Zerka's funny. All right, so we're just gonna skip ahead. This is just him going off of Zerka just going off about Abba.
I mean, here's a, like,
Bro, Abba Preach looked like Alien and Predator, bro.
Bro, he's a fucking snake. He knew what he was doing with Destiny's wife on purpose while they were on stream.
That's what I was mentioning before. Is Abba dancing with Destiny's wife, Melanie? I think her name is. I think she's like Swedish. Anyways,
His dirty smile, and look how uncomfortable Melina is. Roll the clip. Roll the fucking
Like,
clip.
he did that shit on purpose, man. He knew it was gonna go viral, and now he's trying to play it off. No, bro, just salsa dancing. Like, it's not that serious. Okay, motherfucker. Let's see how you would feel if somebody danced with your wife in the middle of a stream making you look crazy.
It's funny. I had an offer to a video with Destiny's wife.
to be, I guess not be fair, but just to point it out, like, Destiny's been on this show several times and like a lot, and he vehemently disagrees with Fresh and Fit on a lot of things. So just to be fair, so this is actually kind of them defending Destiny. I don't know, it's just some context there.
Wife, and they didn't do it.
We ain't doing it. Out of respect. We
Yeah,
ain't doing it.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, like,
this loyalty
Yeah,
thing is
bro.
a crazy concept.
People
I
don't get
don't
it.
have to keep repeating
Bro.
myself that it's not acceptable
Yeah.
to turn your back on people that you work with.
I called Steven Destiny a cuck all the time. Immediately when I'm sitting next to Melina, never. I never do those kind of. Only these blue pill snakes like Abba could do it. And Abba, one day, I promise you, your girl's gonna leave you. I promise. I promise you. Like
He has one. Does he have one?
he apparently he has a long term that he like. I guess she doesn't care that he's like, man. Did you see when he did this to Melina? Creepiest fucking clip I've
Fuck.
ever seen in my life, dude.
It's weird.
I haven't watched the clip, so I have no idea what they're talking about.
Like, I would never do that to a friend. But again, like I said before, some guys just don't have integrity that they claim that they have.
Yeah.
Okay, we got here Brett Dwyer. I'm pretty ripped. Been in the gym for 10 years now, and my girl wants to go to the gym. What do y'all think? Bring her to the gym with you.
No, fuck that.
Zay Ramirez goes, don't forget how Abba.
Are you a new 18?
Oh my God, stupid.
Your phone. You're trapped, locked into your contract for 3 years. Introducing the Easy Unlock. Bring your AT&T.
Stop dealing with the stupid freaking ads. But yeah, that's we got to finish up a little bit more here. But yeah, that's the basics of it. Was between Abba Preach and Fresh and Fit. They're going to talk about one more thing here that they don't. Oh shoot! Now I messed it up. Let's see. Okay. All right, back to our regularly scheduled video.
Don't forget how Abba lied about the reasons for why Sneeko got banned from YouTube. Made a 30-minute long video on basically none of the reasons he stated were factually correct. Has a million views.
Oh yeah, so Sneeko's a regular on the show too. He's kind of gotten closer to more of the TradCon, focusing on families and stuff like that. But he's still I don't know why I mentioned it, but it was important for some reason, apparently. But anyways, that's who Sneeko is. I think he used to be he used to work with Mr. Beast. I could be wrong. I think that's what it is. Anyways, but that's Sneeko. I like watching him on there. I think he debates the girls on the after show really well, for the most part. he had like a bit of a disagreement with Rollo Tomasi, who's known as it's thought of as the godfather of the red pill. I won't get into that. I'm a little short on time for this video. But anyways, there's that.
Doesn't correct himself. Of course not, bro.
Yeah,
That's typical Washington.
So they're just pointing out another time when I guess Abba lied and about why Sneeko got banned on YouTube.
Post style. When he fills the narrative with so much bullshit, he can walk it back and still win. He just fills it with Sneeko did this, Sneeko did that. It's so fucking dirty. When have you seen these guys do a 30-minute hit piece with a fucking fabricated story? We are ashamed to be exposed. Abba, these guys are not ashamed. They just keep walking. They're, I got exposed. I don't really care.
Hey man, they'll sell. And here's the thing: they're friends with, allegedly friends with Sneeko, right? Bro, these dudes will do anything for AdSense revenue. Like, yo, you guys need to start like realizing what the fuck these guys are behind these reaction channels, bro. They're fucking snakes, man.
Again, attacking the reaction shows. God, so hurtful. I'm really hurt. I might go cry later.
Like, really
but can you blame them? They know they're on their way out. Like, do you think anyone's gonna watch them forever?
Well,
like they're in panic mode. Let's be honest.
Well, to be fair, they gossip all the time. So I mean, that's what they do for a living.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But hey, man, I just gotta call this shit out because this shit's starting to get annoying now, bro. Like, these dudes have been doing this shit for years. I've been silent on the situation. They're talking shit about you.
Which is true. Like I said, I mean, this is like the first time they really talked about Abba and Preach in length. Like generally, they just pass on it and maybe like make little jabs at their names, like Losers and Leech or something like that.
John, Andrew,
Apples and Peach, I think, is another one they use.
Rolo, John, us. Like, that's
You know
all
why they hate
do.
me?
20 plus videos on us, bro. Like, this is starting to get out of hand.
Roll the fucking clip. The only reason he hates me is I just asked a simple question. Wasn't even that troll. I wasn't even joking. I just said, these new guys, these fresh fit guys, did they make like 10 times more money than you? That's all I said, and they went fucking nuclear. I was like, what the? Or Abba went nuclear, right? Because I haven't met Preach. But honestly, since Preach wants to tag along, like, yo, Preach, leave me alone. I will KO you on the street. Leave me alone, right? You're a little bitch.
I don't even care about him, bro. Like, I
No,
don't
but
know
he
why.
forces his buddy. I don't even know the fuck Preach is. He forces him. And Abba, nobody's fucking KOing you. All right, no one's getting KO'd. Just come sit here, you little bitch. You've been avoiding this your whole life. Come sit here and talk to Myron. Myron, swear on God, you're not going to touch him.
I won't hit him. I legit.
So there it is. He says, I'm not going to hit him. I just want to have a
If he
conversation.
comes over here and has a conversation, I will not hit him. I won't hit him.
Allegedly.
Even if he deserves to get punched in the face for the shit he's done, I will not hit him.
Allegedly.
I won't.
What if he stuck to the whole narrative and just doubled down on like all the lies? What would you do?
Then he would make himself look foolish in front of everybody, and that's painful enough for him. Because he can't. The thing is, he can't explain why he did that stupid shit.
So there's that. I wanted that little bit to play out because Abba and Preach, they made a video. I'm sorry. I'm sure you heard that. Abba and Preach made a video. When did they make this video? This was an hour ago. So they made a video. And the reason I wanted that part particularly to play is I'm not going to play the Abba and Preach video for two reasons. One, really, I skimmed through it, really. I didn't go in that depth, but I skimmed through their quote-unquote evidence, and they do take a lot of it out of context. There's one talking about, I think it's MLD, and trying to expose them as it, here, let me just show you. There it is. So anyways, so this is the title of the video is Fresh and Fit Miami admit they miss us and they want to get physical now / or whatever, exposing their friend as a rapist. I looked through it. It's, it does look bad. They're talking about, I just wanted to show the title of the video. They're talking about MLD, Modern Life Dating, John, I don't even know his last name, but to talk about him, and he was saying he was texting some stuff, and it's kind of weird and fucked up. But they just take snippets. There's not the whole conversation. So I'm sure MLD will come out with the whole conversation, and he may be just making jokes. I mean, remember when we could make jokes? We can't do that anymore. But remember when we could? But I mean, I could be wrong. You couldn't be making a joke. You could be dead serious for all I know. I have no idea. I like watching MLD on the show. I think he's really funny to watch. He's in a little bit of hot water talking about women who get abused in a relationship should endure. It was pretty much taken out of context, and he was generally just talking like the enduring the abuse thing was more or less talking about if you get smacked once, don't just end the relationship, endure it, and see if things get better type of thing. Which kind of it sounds pretty fucked up. But I mean, it's kind of like back when Trump was in office and he'd make a tweet and the mainstream media would take it out of context and make it seem like a worser thing than it was. I'm going to take these out. Made it worser thing than it was. And then when you got the actual full context of what Trump was saying, it was like, oh well, it's not as bad as you made it out. It's kind of the same with MLD. They were making it seem like, oh, if you get abused, just endure being abused, which he was just talking about like an instance of an abuse. And, you know, you could disagree with that wholeheartedly, but with what the internet is saying, what he said and what the internet said what he said wasn't that like terrible, if you understand what I mean. I don't think anyone should get abused. If you get abused and leave that relationship is my general principle. But anyways, but as you can see from Abundant Preach's video, their titles, and like I skimmed through it, so I don't know everything they said, but the videos they picked and their title, it's obvious that they're like misleading people, because as you saw at the end of it, it wasn't, they didn't Myron said, he's like, I'm not going to hit him, even though he deserves it. I'm not going to hit him. So he doesn't want to get physical. He doesn't even want to talk. He doesn't even miss him. He doesn't want to talk to Preach. He just wants to talk to Abba and have a conversation. I know at the earlier part, he talked about, well, if it gets physical, then it is what it is. But at the end, and what he's, seems to really say is, look, I'm not going to hit him. I just want a conversation, and I want to ask him why. And of course, Abba and Preach go and make their video, which is fine, obviously. But I mean, it's a real, like, they don't miss you. They only got on about it because they're really tired of seeing all the videos and being silent on it. And then I guess, and probably Zerka's fault, where he kind of gassed them up and they started talking about it. But I don't think they really miss you, Abba and Preach. And they don't want to get physical. They clearly stated that. Maybe before they talked about it. And again, I don't even think it was, if I remember correctly, the video and the text message that they brought up, Fresh and Fit brought up, was, I guess you could say, walked it back, but they said, we don't want to fight. But if we want to have a conversation, but if you still want to fight afterwards, we'll set something up, kind of situation. If I remember right. It's been a while since I watched that video. I highly recommend everyone watch it. You're more than welcome to watch the Abba and Preach response. It was just posted an hour ago. Very important thing to post, apparently. But it is the first Monday. But anyways, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was talking about. But yeah, that video was their response, and already it seems misleading. And the video itself, in my opinion, was misleading because they only took bits and parts of it out. I think if you're gonna actually watch and do an actual reaction, you'll watch it in full and make a reaction, not take clips out. That's my opinion. But I just started, and they have a lot more followers than I do. So I mean, their formula could be right, and mine's wrong. But it is what it is. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope everyone, if you watched this and you liked it, you subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Rumble. Same name, with Ghost. Very simple. I got lucky that way. Follow me on my Twitter at officialwghost. And please, if you guys got any suggestions on what other videos I should talk about, make sure you add a comment. Subscribe to my Rumble for sure, because I need 20 to get my unique Rumble thing. I'm just at this point just highlighting the URL to my channel, which I guess kind of works, but it'd be kind of cool to have a unique one. But that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and come back for my next one. All right. See you later, y'all.